Right, so, as usual, I'm at a loss as of what I should do next. I was just looking over my available quests here, and I have to find out about those tattoos. The lady on the boat, Joyce, what's her name, won't talk to me about it. I remember this guy has lots of tattoos, so I'll ask a Measurehead, maybe.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Don't see an option, unfortunately. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What did we get against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself, endomorphic blub.
You can't tease me like that. I think I can KO this guy. So it is tattoos?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller.
Earlobes are too big.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Yes.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Oh, what else? Don't hold back now.
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Cliff and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
A drunken night of passion conceived me. What do I can do here? Yes, yes.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Okay. I don't get whiskey dick?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. For you to discover. You've got to know someone who knows about history could tell you.
Well, Kuno, could he tell me? Is he wise in the ways of history? These homos, they're old.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the Union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
You don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yeah, sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
That's harsh.
Honey, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Aww.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft.
The author? Is that what you call them?
In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
Not hearing, man. I need the sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine!
Rick's away immediately, start by back off, get your own sandwich kind of moment.
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
Oh.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
What do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Okay. Well, I must have heard something.
No, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are a good guy, officer. I can see that.
Then help him, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the Gorge caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
Ah.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds about like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Huh.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Everett?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
You don't know Jack.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
What a prick. The officer was addressing me, not you, Capitaine. Where were we?
Where were we? What a joyous way of putting it.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debardeurs all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
You're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Okay.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everett?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
For shame. Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
So you are a Weatherman?
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Have a better ring to hit, don't you think?
Mon Dieu.
The caravaner closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. It's cringy dialogue, is it?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
You need to believe in something, freedom, people, Revachol, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want, even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Mon Dieu.
Oh, that's just cringe. I think that's all for now.
Thank you, officer, for being a consummate professional. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Ta-ta for now.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Ever had any dealings with Everett Clare?
He's been by the shop a couple of times.
He gives a lazy half shrug.
There was something awfully deliberate about that laziness.
In business with you? Well, you don't want to talk with him. Are you hiding something?
They weren't the most pleasant interactions. Small town bigwigs always want everyone to play a part in the play they're staging. But I bowed out at some point. I prefer to watch from afar while the bigwigs come and go.
I heard the forewoman before Everett disappeared.
It was all very strange. That forewoman was more pleasant than Everard. But I guess it's all the same in the end.
Did he discuss union business with you?
He tried. Wanted to come to some mutually beneficial agreement around my dealings with the dock workers. I politely declined to hear him out.
What kind of arrangement?
As I said, I refused to talk to him. That's why he came back a second time. That's also why he hasn't come back a third.
Oh, did he buy anything?
He purchased a remarkably garish paperweight the first time he was here. Nothing the second.
Uh-huh. I have other questions about this.
He nods reluctantly.
That's all I
The
got.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
I'm missing gun.
Sure thing. My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah.
You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Sure, man.
Oh, what's this? Look, 16 days of cold sequel. Can't believe I missed that. How did I miss that? These love to pose their guns. They sure do.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Krasnozov's a filthy homosexual.
The bust doesn't reply. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one heard your words.
Commuter lives in this room.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Not a caviar commutard. Look at that book. Cover features a concrete building with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. It tells a rather excruciating story about two young lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugogorod. The book also has been filed under psychological realism.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Feels heavy?
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
Kill someone with this. How long is this book anyway?
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
Like War and Peace.
Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Ain't that the truth? Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
Does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
Let's start reading.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What happens next?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
I'll have to bite the bullet here, got nothing else to do. I'll read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence.
Really?
He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
And the woman?
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
Why can't I put this book away?
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Wow. I'm recommending this to Oprah's book club. Put the book away. Let us never speak of it again. Hope the suffering I gained from reading it was worth it.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I want to tell her about this awesome book I found that did damage to my health and morale. Possibly sell it so I'll have a place to sleep tonight.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Opens.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Hands close around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I sense this place calling me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Okay, can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay, then.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
The storage room. Why is that a Seminese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
Wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed with a tight-up smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman and she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Oh, is it strange, cage-like trinket on the curtains?
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wars as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Uh-huh.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
Are there any customers in the store? Do you think it's working?
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
Nudges or spectacles? Have you tried to reconceptualize your business? Martinez isn't like the best place for a bookshop.
You're right. A bookstore wasn't even my original plan. I actually wanted to sell esoteric paraphernalia to help to balance out this neighborhood's dark energies.
Great idea. What happened?
My husband suggested otherwise. He said it's less stupid, more appropriate, cultured and all that. But being cultured doesn't offer any protection against the curse, does it? Maybe I shouldn't have listened to him after all.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate and see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
I'll let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Look those odds.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled preternatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Term for the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one.
Uh-huh.
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright?
It's necessary to drink spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Where's brought me here in the first place? Somebody's blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family's safe. The phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Hand on my heart, on my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Ah.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. I've sent it to presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney that passed between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Better not be masturbating.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Oh, book peddler. She'll find the entity and tell me to show her entities. Malignant entity. Plaisance says she lives inside chimneys. Well, yeah.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull open the curtains.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Plaisance tries the best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Then draws a portrait of a man. Like Guillaume Le Mignon. That hair poster.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Shall unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Open the door and enter. Dun dun dun. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. It's not a gym, it's a fitness museum. Like leather and sweat. Is that a ball? Shot put ball, we can give that to the old men. Is Citius Fortis, the rest is worn off. That's a lot of money though.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
No time for macho head games. Worn out wall bars. Blocked by old window panes and debris. Like the remains of 24th window repair shop. All I need is my flashlight, since we're investigating a spooky dark area. Ooh, this game just got bleak. All demonstrate in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Large demijohn full of strange liquid. What's a demijohn? Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs and modular blades. Naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Money! Blue velvets. Soft to touch, moth bit. And more money. Just need 5 more cents to be able to afford our room. Skis with slipstream. Hinges on the laminated top layer. The order blades bearing slipstream logo.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Question is, which one did they start with and which one did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Production schedule, filament memory. Worth $50? Cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hands. The intricate structure, covered in dust, silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note, filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Is this Emma Atelier? Who? Who's that? What clothes is used to display?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Step away for a sec. Cross Notebook, developer's most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh, I get a little bit of self-insert there, eh?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what Kadran mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
You know something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Well, if it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara.
Ah,
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
what else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
What's this doohickey?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
It's an elf.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
What's the drawings?
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
The Welkin Man.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
No, the Welkin is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Must be the Measurehead playing the game then.
The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. Your eyes glide over 4 sections of the imposing green chalkboard.
With the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
Brutal.
Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
It's not Vern Troyer. Mini-me. Keep reading what happened.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. Looks like they didn't make it.
Aw.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Aha, how meta. Get my fancy glasses on for this one. More of a conceptualization.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It's like a giant ice bear.
Your words echo in the empty chamber, ringing against the wet floor tiles. The bear keeps staring. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Open the door?
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
I'll examine one of the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Making me hungry. Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Close the damn door. Throw in the motor.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
Okay. What's that note?
According to the note, someone named Sulislav.
Polak?
Someone who owns a radio computer, one might assume.
Makes sense.
It does, but who might that be?
Filament memory. We picked those up before, didn't we?
The note doesn't specify. It's part of a radio computer. When not in use, filaments are stored at temperatures below zero. It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
It's the illiterate ginger kid.
The note does not specify. Are you serious? You sure you don't want to hazard a guess here, Detective?
You mean Kuno, don't you?
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
There's a frozen ice cream maker. I want some ice cream.
Somewhere among the shadows in the cellar.
Oh. Kuno! Ice cream maker. The frost is unplugged. Oops. Got a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh, really? Rusty rifles are hidden above the piping, look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where am I?
Inside, a secret room infested with rats, spiders, and woodlice.
Gross.
Seems like an old weapons cache from the Revolutionary period.
So there's a hole in the wall.
There is. Inside, it's nothing but gloomy blackness. Better not stick your hand inside.
Maybe pull a Silent Hill on him here. I'll come back to it.
What? Really? You're not going to look inside a secret compartment behind the wall? Okay, officer. Okay.
I got my flashlight. Why can't I use it? It's the ceiling. Pick one of those just because.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Insane mesh tank top. +1 to drama. Oh boy. Solar window, people sleep shuffling around the street. How many crazies will sit back to the whirling in rags? This is the secret passage we were looking for. It's collapsed, inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What's happening? Carbon monoxide poisoning?
Maybe it's coming from somewhere upstairs. You should investigate. Or maybe you're just hungover again.
Why would I smear my hands with coal? I mean, really. Go back and check out that hole in the wall. First, our yellow gloves on.
A few bricks have fallen off. There is. Inside, it's nothing but gloomy blackness. Better not stick your hand inside.
Here goes.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spider webs, rummaging around. You find a number of rusty rifles hidden away. Most of them are ugly and inoperable, but a single rifle catches your eye. It's a bolt action with a fine woodstock. An old Belmagrave rifle, Revolutionary era, prized for its reliability more than its accuracy. The rest are probably Belmagraves too, just too damaged to be identified.
Might as well take one, yeah.
A fit service weapon for a fit officer. Too bad it doesn't work. It looks like it's been out of order for years.
Does this mean a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around Martinez. This is an interesting coincidence. Could prove useful in some way. You don't know how yet, but it might be useful down the road. This is a good find. Really justifies coming down here and looking around.
It sure does. The one who killed the guard had like a breech loader, they said, so it wouldn't be that. That's bolt action.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
All the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
Some of the ghosts is doom commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Wallboards Creek. Here's a puddle of melting snow, eh? Postcard, La Delta 50. Sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead ghosts of skyscrapers disappearing into a beige midday mist, vaporizing the Delta, which the district was built. Postcard is be paid. It's full of dice, clever polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them! RPG for sure. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Dice, dice, and more dice. Am I dressed appropriately for this?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
Taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean by milieux?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
What are the headphones on the table?
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting.
Uh-huh.
I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Let's look for some else. Some choice answers. I'm not sure why I'm here, honestly.
How strange. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
Walls around here are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Sure.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
What do you know about the man who was lynched and behind the whirling rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Seriously? You get a great view of the courtyard and you didn't see or hear anything Sunday night?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Ever take your eyes off your work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
And yet it is dark at night. Coincidence?
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
The daily ruckus.
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard.
So I'll try to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Is she the sexual pervert we're looking for? Say anything for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
It looks that the ruddy bricks make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
What happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Windows, ceramics, mannequins for blades and skis, strange machine. Oh, but it's not working. Okay, I'll start at the top. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
I don't know my hairline. A bit of experimenting, but I should have been open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
It's a strand of hair on his headscarf. What happened at the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
So it was Artemitep.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
There's a Kuno needs, a community-centered boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Little ginger grandma likes to fall to bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Out the window. It's oddly quiet out there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Based on the kids I met so far, didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Broken windows.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieu. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
Hey, people do that?
People do that. I believe the ICP got them. They have a special division that deals exclusively with sub-Rosas.
It's the Copperpedia reporting in. ICP stands for International Collaboration Police.
In any case, I don't think it's your job to worry about what happens on milieu. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it. Things like that are better forgotten.
You had my interest, but now you have my attention. Someone here makes stuffed animals. There's some mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Okay. What are you doing for my police report?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Why couldn't he just huff glue like a normal person?
Even you can probably do better than that.
What are the creepy mannequins?
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What does it has to do with that missing guy? Insect rights activists? What in the name of...
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
With the rotor blades and skis.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Aha. Old pump and dump. She rose her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
It's illegal enough company's money like that. Hasn't he been arrested? It's probably a non-extradition deal.
Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Actually, it's worth looking into. What a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Close her eyes, some remnant of memory lights up her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
Looks at the hallways if she can still hear them chit-chat behind the curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
And so, sorry, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Mm-hmm. I should have tried harder. They had everything they need to succeed.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Toss a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of a metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Uh-oh.
Anything else?
Terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revoshow ICT. You're in for a treat here.
He smiles and leans close, her hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
A glory hole?
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritte does the same thing.
My girl just like that. She works in Frit as cashier and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revoshow ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing her thumbs to her temples and trying to suppress a headache. Didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revoshow ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Well, it's only it's the market doing its job.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Megatherium?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
Oh, it's a mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
No drugs anymore. I don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Indeed.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Tying it here.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
But the building's intercom, it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So Dorothy, empty name card was yours.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling and rays. It part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Same thing happened when I tried on the company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
Said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kid playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
You're right, I probably just got made fun of.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Saw a name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
No question with the building.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the Doom commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is one who sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
As the bookstore isn't doing well, there are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. Malicious energies can't reach there.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Because you're too competent and dedicated to your craft. Curse doesn't affect people like you.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism.
I think there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Well, alright then, there you have it, folks. I thought we would be able to hunt vampires in this area and really get some action going for once. Can't remember last time I played a video game for this long without killing anything. But we'll do this. They're funky. Glasses back on.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
On the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Inside the camera.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Right. Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
The only thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Are you a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hey, but where are you? How do you know who I am? Where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Why do you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You flip through a catalog before she reads it with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, it's conceptual. And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The lady's voice appears almost static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Print.
Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Did they say this had to be kept in, like, sub-zero?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Ice cream crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Drop open the lid?
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
You don't say.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Oh.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
You don't say. I think someone told me that. Here goes.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears.
3%.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
I could unplug it. It would melt, but then that would ruin whatever's inside, wouldn't it? Tell you what, I'll just go see what the lady has to say.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Journalists of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
She shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Besides the entity you told me about, her name is Neha. She's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Not a sorceress for some malicious enemy. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
You look perplexed.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Decisions. Because there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
And scoffs at you with an audible snort.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
First, you're one of those inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simone's wards to thank for the protection they provide.
As I said, she's an only dice maker. Business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Concludes tucking the pen away in her blouse.
There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
Very well, book peddler. You peddler of books. Well, encyclopedia. Haven't used it in a while, have we? Alright, folks. Well, we're almost 2 hours in, so I guess I'll call it for now. Thank you so much for watching. And like and follow if you can. You can find them on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. You know the drill. And as always, have an awesome time wherever you are. Bye-bye for now.